Terraforming Mars is an awesome game, and to make it even better, you can play it by yourself. No need to have friends. Who needs friends? In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the difference between the normal game of Terraforming Mars and the solo variant so you can start playing by yourself today. The goal of this game is to reach the top oxygen level and temperature level while also laying down all the tiles before reaching generation 14. So winning, all you have to do is get the requirements of ending the game before generation 14. If you want to compete with yourself, keep track of your points by adding up your TR and your victory points to identify your score. Then play the game again and try and get a higher score while also meeting the requirements of the game. Let's go ahead and get started first off with some slight differences between the original game and this game for the setup. The cards that you're going to be using have a red and white triangle, and then this one, these cards do not have that. For the solo variant, you're actually going to be combining both decks. And then also, this version, it isn't very beginner corporation friendly, so you can put those to the side. And you will be doing the normal corporation cards, the section where you draw 2 cards, look at both of them and decide which one to keep. The setup for your piece is a little bit different. Usually you'd place it on the 20, but for the solo variant, you actually place it on the 14. Look, it even says solo. And then you put all of your pieces at 0, unless your corporation card says otherwise. Mine does not, so all of these will be at 0. So your production is at 0. I start with 40 credits. Okay, and then you are going to gather your cards like normal, look at 4, and you can pay 3 to keep them. I'm going to keep this card, and this card. I'm keeping 3 cards. So I pay 3 for each card, just like the normal 3 times 3 equals 9. And then I'm going to discard the other card. Before starting gameplay, you're going to take 2 cities and 2 greenery, and you're going to be placing them on the board. To determine where you place them on the board, you are going to draw 4 cards. These 4 cards, using the credit number in the top left, you're going to use to identify the location of these cities. So this city, for example, there's an 11, so we're going to go from left to right and then down, just like reading, skipping the ocean tile. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Place a city. And then you'll place a greenery on the side of that. By using this next card, you're going to go around clockwise. This says 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where that will be. And these are neutral cities and neutral plants. You do not get points for these. Then let's look at the next one. For the next city is 8, so we go. And then for the next one, you're going to start at the bottom and do the exact opposite. So 8, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place your city there. And for the greenery, doing 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And place the greenery there. These cards can be discarded just like normal. One thing that is different about the solo variant is for these ones where you'd normally get to take resources from your opponent, you would just use a invisible opponent. For example, this one says decrease any plant production 1 step. As a symbol, you can say, okay, the opponent gets this negative part where they decrease their plant production by 1. But since there are no other opponents, you don't have to worry about that aspect, and you can play the card without worrying about not being able to complete it because you have a pretend variable player that's already playing for you. In the solo variant of Terraforming Mars, you do not use milestones or awards. And then the rest of the game is similar to the original Terraforming Mars. You still, except you aren't going to turn the order phase number because it's a solo, there's no one else to give this to. You're going to do the research phase like normal, action phase like normal, and production phase like normal. Hopefully this was helpful and you're enjoying playing Terraforming Mars solo version right now while you're watching this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get the right answer for you. And then also I did a video on how to play Terraforming Mars, a more in-depth, including a little snippet at the end that walked you through what I was confused with when I first started playing Terraforming Mars, to give you some insight and help for your first game as well. Again, thank you so much for watching this video, and have fun playing Terraforming Mars by yourself.